So Black Friday 2025 is approaching, Q4 is here. I want to give you a few tips, few updates of what I think is the best things that you can do for your Q4. I hope that this can be valuable for you. Feel free to check out my previous video about Q4 tips, Black Friday tips, and this one is the updated one for this year. So I'm Moose from Unlimited Scaling, and I help e-com scale without blocks. And let's get started. So the first thing that I see, especially if you think that your business might be at risk for this Q4, I will give you some tips that are not the tips that I usually give. But last year I shared about multiple payment processor. This year I saw something that's working very well is diversifying all the steps of your shop. So something that can be done is also having like multiple domain names and multiple pages. And at least if one of them gets restricted, you don't do everything right away. So that could be a good way to protect your overall business, to build multiple clones of it. This way you're like making the competition with yourself, taking multiple shares with different brands, but it's all your business. That can be a very good option, especially if you're worried. I would incite you to make a duplicate of your store with a slightly different domain name. And this can be a very powerful strategy to avoid the DMCA bans, to avoid Shopify holds, etc. It can be a very good alternative to have like multiple entities and diversify the business that way. So that's very important. Of course, I would recommend you to monitor your assets internally, making sure that you don't have flags, that you don't have penalties, everything is in good shape, because that would be the worst case that can happen is that you're paying your ads at double cost, then there is no space for you to get the best out of this Q4. So that's something very easy to do, and you can inquire us to help you do that. Something else that I see often happening is processing, especially when you get a hold at the last minute or like you scale too hard and then you will lose your processing for Christmas and New Year. That's also something that you want to avoid. So it's very important for you to be backed up and making sure that you double down on support. So to invest on virtual assistant to get the best out of it, because like it would be a shame if you scale so hard, you show dashboards with so big numbers and then this happens to you. Okay, so a good way to avoid it is, even though the performance look good, everything look good, to don't scale that much, or to have the right structure in place with multiple payment processor to help you scale at the level that you want. So yeah, that's what I would recommend you. So I think, yeah, the big difference is really about diversifying even more, especially if you know that your business is at risk. That's the best thing that you can do. So be ready with your supplier. Most of them, they will tell you everything's going to be okay, but in fact, there are some issues. So if you have the opportunity to get like a small stock to help you making sure for the delivery times, that can be very good. I see that happening a lot, having very good performance for Black Friday, then receiving so much negative feedbacks, and then doesn't have the time to enjoy Christmas. So that's also something to consider. You want to get the best out of the two periods and not only one of them. So sometimes it's also accepting playing smaller on the first round to get a big cash on the second round when everyone get restricted. Okay, so that's something that you can consider. I will probably add up more tips for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So stay in touch with us, and I look forward to help you on your e-com business. Okay, feel free to reach us out, and I see you around.